Hey everybody, it's Robin and welcome to my channel. So if you guys have kids and they've spent any amount of time on YouTube, chances are you know this little dude. And if you don't, I would like you to meet Blue. He's one of the rainbow friends and today I've turned him into a cake for you. And if you guys would like to take a crack at him, stay tuned for this simple and easy to follow tutorial and you'll know exactly how to make one too. So let's get right into it. For today's cake, we're going to start out by leveling 3 extra tall 6-inch vanilla cake layers, which I've added a little bit of rainbow sprinkles because Blue is one of the rainbow friends and I thought that would be really cute. And then we're going to tort each of these layers into 2 layers because I'm going to need to make a double barrel cake in order to carve out Blue. So now that we have our layers prepped, we can begin to stack and fill. So I'm just going to take some blue American buttercream, and you guys can find a link to the recipe down in my description box below. We're just going to add a nice generous layer in between each of these layers until we get to the top of that 3rd layer. Now we're going to add some supports, and I'm just using some plastic straws, and then you're going to add a small cake card in the middle, and then we're going to continue stacking and filling. Now once you have all of your layers stacked and filled, it's a good time to pop your cake into the fridge and let those icing layers firm up a little bit. So that way when you're slicing your cake and carving it, it's not going to be shifting all over the place. And it's also going to firm up your cake a little bit, making a much cleaner cut while you're carving, and there's going to be a lot less mess on your workspace. So I'm not really trying to make this guy perfectly to scale, I'm just kind of eyeballing it, doing the best that I can, but I thought 2 layers should be sufficient to designate to carve the head. So I'm just trying to carve those 2 layers into a nice round sphere shape, and then I'm going to use a skewer down through the entire cake to hold everything into place. So now that we have the head completed, I'm going to start working my way down the body. So starting right at the neck, we're going to carefully round off that top lip a little bit and then carve off the rest of the caramelization all the way down to the bottom. Now you may want to give him a little bit more of a neck. I did, as you will see in just a moment. And I'm also going to round out the very bottom, giving him a nice round plump shape. Alright, now that we have our shape complete, it is time to begin our crumb coat. So I'm taking some more of that blue American buttercream and I've put this in a bag without a tip, and I've just snipped the top off and piped it all over the cake. Now I'm taking a small offset spatula and we're just going to very roughly smooth this out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then we're going to pop this into the fridge and let it firm up in preparation for another coat of icing. So while we're waiting for that to chill, we're going to start working on some decorations. So as you guys can see, we're going to start with Blue's crown. Now I've created a stencil just out of a very simple piece of paper, and we're going to lay that onto some freshly rolled yellow fondant and cut that out using an X-Acto knife. And I've added some Tylose powder to this fondant as well, so our crown should hold its shape fairly well without any support. Alright, so we're just going to set that off to the side, and next we'll work on some eyes. So I have a little circle cutter and we're just going to cut out 2 white circles for the main shape of the eye, and one of these we're going to turn into a button. So I'm going to imprint the center a little bit and then cut out 4 little holes that we are going to attach some little black fondant threads to. Now for the other eye, we're just going to do a nice big black pupil, and that is it. Very simple. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab that other little piece of black fondant, and we're going to use that little template we have to cut out the shape of his mouth. And then I'm going to take that little piece of teal blue and we're going to roll that out and cut out a little piece of the drool that drips out of his mouth. And now we're just going to stick those 2 little pieces together, and voila, there is our face. And now we're going to set that off to the side to dry for a little bit so we can finish frosting our cake. So for our final coat of frosting, we want it to be quite a bit thicker than our crumb coat. So I've cut a large hole in the tip of my piping bag, and we're just piping it on from top to bottom, extra thick, so that way we have a really thick coat. And now I'm going to take a flexible smoother and we're going to go over our entire cake to make sure everything gets nice and smooth. Alright, we've got our little blue buddy nice and smooth, and I think he looks really cute. I find he looks like a chubby little blue bowling pin. I think that's absolutely adorable. But he needs some arms and legs, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just going to take my piping bag, once again the same one I used before, and we're going to pipe some legs on the front, some arms on the sides, and then we're going to take our little flexible smoother and we're going to go over those to get everything nice and smooth. Now I'm sure you guys have noticed a little bit of condensation, but I want to let you guys know that this is actually completely normal. Now sometimes when you are chilling your cake and you're working in a warm environment, there's a temperature difference, so this is going to happen. But I want to let y'all know you don't actually have to touch it if you don't want to. If you just pop your cake back into the fridge for a while, it will evaporate and you won't even tell it was there before. But as you guys can see, I'm a little bit impatient, so if you're going to do this, I do recommend using a damp piece of paper towel so you don't end up leaving any marks on your frosting. Alright guys, we are almost done. We just need to add his facial features and his crown, then our little blue friend is complete. I absolutely love his button eye and that blue drool coming out of his mouth. It makes him look so unhinged, which I guess is part of his appeal. I don't know, either way, I think he looks pretty sweet. And I'd love to hear what you guys think, so hit me up in the comment section down below and let me know. Well guys, that's it for today's video. This crazy little blue dude turned out even better than I ever imagined he would, and I really hope you guys all think so too. If you did, you know what to do. Leave me a big thumbs up and lots of love in that comment section too, and if you really enjoyed the video and would love to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks for watching guys! See you on the next one.